can hear us?
They should be able to hear us now.
Okay.
They should be able to hear us now.
We're figuring this out.
Yeah, we actually went directly live because got a bit of a late start today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
It's okay. We're here.
I hope so. Hi. Hello.
Hi. Welcome, everybody.
Hi. Welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. Hello. I'm Odin.
Hi. I'm Felicia.
I'm going to do that intro while she's drinking because I'm a jerk. Hi. Yeah, bit of a... Typically, with our live streams, we like to do the first 45 minutes or so of each stream as a private stream, an unlisted stream, just for our Patreon members. It's one of the many thank yous that I try to do to engage with them directly and uniquely and give them a chance to talk to us in a live stream without, one-on-one. That's the best way to put it. Without all the other idiots around. One-on-one.
A more direct.
A more direct. There we are. Yeah, World was going to let me do that today. It's been a very interesting morning.
Life happens. It gets crazy, but we made it and we are here.
Yeah.
And it's cold.
And it's cold. Yes, it's cold. So one of the fun things, and this is not a complaint, but it's going to sound like a complaint, and it's not meant to be a complaint. One of the fun things here at the Media Center is there's also a room where live bands can set up and record. And there's an engineer out there. She's been doing a hell of a job for a couple of years getting getting her production going. And there's one here again today. Now, the reason I bring this up and how it affects us, aside from I'm proud of her. Rosa Morton is the name of the studio. Aside from the fact that I'm proud of her, the reason I bring it up is we're on the same heating and cooling circuit that the band is on for performing in the small little room. So guess who needs air conditioning? Yeah. And the heat unit can't do both at the same time. You know, it's just one of those low energy, high efficiency. It works really well, but we both can't be. You know, I can't be heater while they're AC. And honestly, if they're in there playing their hearts out in a little tiny room, they need AC. So I get it.
Yeah. So we have little heaters.
So we have little heaters. Dan Does Junk is asking, so is this going to be 45 minutes longer? Probably not. We're probably going to still be closing out somewhere right around noonish. It's just going to be a little bit of a shorter stream. And I don't know how much building's going to get done.
Yeah,
we're going to
and
try.
this is honestly our last stream of the year.
It is our last stream of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we're going to try and get some building done. I haven't looked at the video. Aside from, grinding and making a huge mess all over your Christmas coat.
I brought a hazmat suit.
You brought a hazmat suit.
I brought a jacket. We'll be fine.
We can look to see if there's something else we can do that's a little less grindy. But what I am kind of excited about is Ryobi has actually sent basically a Christmas present. I haven't touched it yet at all. Because unfortunately I'm really good at guessing presents when I can touch them. So, but it's one of their boxes, one of their linkable pack-out boxes that they filled with little packages. I haven't even seen inside. I was shown once. They're like this, and then Shop Gremlin put it away really quick. So right around 1 o'clock, we're gonna open that up and have fun with that. And I hope you have fun with me opening up something from Ryobi. I'm kind of excited because I have no idea what it is. Oftentimes they let me ask for things, like something showed up, something else, an additional. But this was just, what's this?
My favorite Christmas present are craft supplies. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I like getting scissors and tape and glue and saws and drills and glue guns,
batteries and glue.
I know, it's the little things, right?
Yeah. And then also part of trying to get everything going today, because everything was so delayed, I haven't eaten at all. So Shop Gremlin actually has some treats. Thank you. I'll try to eat minimally on stream because that's not... Oh, cool.
Because don't eat that.
Don't eat that. And don't eat that because I dropped the knife on the floor. Because it's not cool to eat on camera, but I'm going to crash real hard real soon. So pardon me as I have some treats. Chase Hooskill saying Merry Christmas, y'all, which is pretty cool. Merry Christmas right back to you, Chase.
Oh, hi, Toby.
Chris Young is asking me what is my favorite build, which is... Oh, I get asked a few times.
Have you been built anything in a while? It's been a bit.
It's been a bit, yeah. No, I haven't. It's been a bit. I built some props for. We'll get you a question. Sorry, I built some props for Roseville High School. Doing they did a Clue production for their stage group. That was in October. That was the last thing I built.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that video isn't out. That pair of videos isn't out. I'm having some of the same kind of burnout, kind of overwhelming life issues that I've seen some other online creators kind of make videos about. Kind of. We all have our own different individual little problems, but getting videos out has been a casualty of some of mine. I'm going to get videos out. Honest, I swear. Honest, really. I'm not done with doing that. I enjoy doing that. The creative spark has been coming back. I've been seeing a couple things in movie trailers that I have this thought of, ooh, I want to make that, which is important. So it's not going away. It's just it hasn't happened, and I don't think I'm going to get one out before the end of the year. And I'm really sorry. But as far as I know, as of right now, we're going to be at SAC Anime. And that's coming up the second weekend of the year. It's the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to have a thing upstairs for that. And I'm definitely looking forward to it because that's still pretty much my favorite con, even though it's not a big one. It's my hometown con, and I can walk all over the place, and all the security guards go, "Hey, Odin!" You know, that's really fun. I mean, sorry, that's fun.
Home team advantage is
Home
fun.
team advantage, you're right.
I actually bought fabric for that con.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because they have the voice actors for Avatar.
Yes,
the
they do.
Animated series.
Yes, they do.
And I was going to do the Tylee costume. She's one of the evil girl's friends that ends up being not evil in the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the gymnast, and I don't know. I like
her.
her.
Oh, well, there you go. All right.
Yeah. But her voice actress, as far as I know, is going to be there.
Cool. And she should be there. There's the occasion that travel plans and,
things happen, but whatever.
Happens, yeah.
But I thought it'd be fun to actually dress up for a con because I've dressed a lot of people up for cons. And I've helped people with their costumes on cons, but I've never actually dressed up myself, so I thought that would be a fun one.
Cool. I like that idea. Mm-hmm. I'll put food in my mouth and try to talk because I'm a professional.
Yes.
Jerry Can Cosplay is telling me, oh, it's totally fine to eat on camera. It's a broadcast TV thing where it's not okay. We don't want to. Everyone's telling me it's okay to eat. Thank you, guys.
You have to critique it though while you're eating, so that it's
The Columbus dry salami that's low sodium available at Costco is actually really good with a small bit of Philadelphia cream cheese on it. The fact
generic cream cheese just doesn't do the same as Philadelphia. I'm just gonna say.
All right, maybe I don't know.
You can't tell the difference.
Well, I don't have it here to compare it.
Oh.
But I to be honest, I usually grab Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So maybe I do.
Because the other stuff is a little less flavorful and tastes like plastic, in my opinion.
Well, there you go. And you'll notice I don't have any crackers, so my little treat is gluten-free. Not that I usually try to avoid gluten, but, it happened to work out that way
today. If it sounds healthy.
Yes, if it sounds healthy.
It's a feature, not a flaw.
And Dan Does Junk is laughing, saying that's why he's been doing a lot of live streaming, because there's no video editing.
Well, that's what I started to get going is I've been live streaming lately, so at least I'm making stuff again.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Just because if I wait till I try and put a video together.
If you wait for everything to be perfect, it's never
Nothing
going to
ever
be perfect.
happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. King of R2D just asking me if that's R2D2 too. Okay, RD. Wow. Dead Redemption 22. King of Red Dead Redemption 2. Hey Odin, did you see the new Elvis movie? I have not. There's a new prop that he would like me to make. It's Elvis Presley's cowboy film Presley revolver. Okay.
Interesting. I was thinking his microphone, but...
I am old enough, I can remember seeing a televised Elvis Presley concert live. Yeah. One of was. Also, I'm old enough that the previous Apollo moon missions were happening while I was alive. I wasn't really aware of them, but while I was alive. So I'm actually very excited and happy that it's happening again. And Miss Mary Mac, thank you for bringing it to our attention in the Odin Makes Discord that the launch was going to be shown live on NASA TV. And then last week I watched the re-entry, and so it was neat to me. I think it's cool, and I like space exploration. I like I almost said that right. I like the moon, and it's all very cool to get to see that kind of stuff again.
Yeah.
Lisa Marie says I prefer salami with cream cheese and strawberry jam. Yeah, I bet that's very good. I've done it with olives as well, but I bet the jam is very good.
I like apricot.
What's that? Apricot?
I like the apricot jam.
Okay.
But that's my favorite.
Ralph Morick says, hey, Odin Makes and Felicia and all in chat. Hello, Ralph.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Turn that towards me.
They've been kicked a few times.
We've got heaters down on the floor pointed at us. Of course, the dogs like to run into them because they're dogs and bulldozers.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel Guy. How you doing, Odin and Felicia? Hello, Marvel Guy.
We are here.
And we're live
present.
streaming. Interesting. Okay, Chris Young, I do not, spoiler alert for anyone who's been watching FIFA. So if you don't want to know yet, put your fingers in your ears because Chris is letting us know Argentina won, which is actually very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have not been following that. I was amused by seeing...
Messi.
Yeah. by seeing who was doing, how well people were doing and what, but I never watched the games. I just kind of looked at, oh, they made it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Schultz Division says, Felicia got scissors and Odin needs a haircut. New live stream idea? Uh-oh. Felicia's got me a Christmas gift. Oh, dear. I've got a candy cane that's...
It broke in transport.
I don't see it yet. Claire is down at the very bottom.
Oh, I didn't notice the bottom one.
Okay, maybe that's not it.
Yeah.
It looks like it did, but whatever. That's cool.
A broken candy cane.
Broken candy cane with a barcode.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the candy cane. All right, we've got... you'll love this! You gave it to me last year. You'll love this. You gave it to me last year. To Odin from Ish. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Oh. Do we want to go closer? Is this going to work closer? I'm reaching for the camera. Can we get better with the... Not really. Well, yeah, that's kind of okay.
There.
Yeah, alright.
That's the spot. I will not step on Toby's head. But you're not using that camera.
I'm not?
No, you set it up.
I set it up and then I forgot about it. Thank you. Hi, my brain doesn't work today.
It's a
Merry
sticker.
and Bright sticker. Okay. So we got a sticker. We got another sticker. Boy, if I only had a pair of scissors to cut this open. All right. Well, that worked out really well.
Right.
This is very cool.
Well, I feel like you can never have too many scissors.
No, you can't.
Especially if they're cute.
And these are actually Fisker, right? Fisker?
Nope.
Or no? No? Okay.
No.
And then is this a FID? What is this?
That's a bone folder.
It's a bone folder.
I was annoyed you didn't have one, so now you do.
Oh, okay. So I just...
Okay, Shop Gremlin's giving me the approval.
Yeah, Shock Gremlin's giving a high five for getting a bone folder because I didn't have one. Okay, so for me, as well as anybody else paying attention, what is a bone folder and why do I need one?
Usually, it's a piece of... It's usually bone, but this is plastic. It's
Right.
not actual bone.
That's probably nicer for the people who had bones.
Yeah, but the bone works better.
Oh, okay. Well,
But
of course.
plastic's gonna be fine. But you use it a lot in like paper crafts and stuff to make a sharp crease.
Oh, okay.
I use it a lot to turn my corners when I'm turning things inside out. But I also use it when I'm hot gluing, so I don't have to touch the hot glue and I can smash it. I can get flat edges and
Okay.
you know what I mean? It's a silly, stupid tool that I use a lot, and you don't have one, and it was annoying that you didn't have one.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I annoyed you, and
okay,
thank you for buying a tool you can use. No, that's very cool. The creasing thing, I've done that with like the back ends of permanent marker pens and things before, or dull pencils. But no, that's...
Yeah, there's no paper right here anyways, but it's...
That's awesome.
But you can, on the curve, you have the point, and then you also have the flat edge. So then also, like when you're hot gluing and you don't want to burn your fingers, you can use this instead.
To smooth it out or hold it down.
Or smoosh it, or make it flat, because if you have a whole edge, you can do that on a wiggly seam, and then it's flat and not the bumpy seam. Does that make sense?
It does, and I'm curious. I've noticed contact cement on like a helmet or something else as a compound curve that's under a little bit of tension, and then you put Plastidip on it. Plastidip is the same solvent as contact cement, and it'll start to open up, and you get these cracks that weren't there when you glued it together. So if you were to smooth hot glue over it, you'll put a barrier between the two, and they shouldn't pop open.
That's worth a try.
It is.
Especially if you can smooth it out and not burn your fingers, because that's the biggest problem is that I always want to just,
Right, yeah. Pretty much just, I'll be fine. Yeah. Well, that's very cool. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I got you one that you can just hang up.
I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll get that hung up somewhere. No.
Hurt yourself.
At work a couple of weeks ago, Shop Gremlin wasn't being tremendously careful and grabbed the barrel of a hot glue gun. Not hot glue gun, of a heat gun. And
worse.
All the hands here grabbed the plastic, but the upper finger hit the metal tip. Psst. Yeah. Did you learn anything, Grasshopper? Do you have a dragon on your finger? You didn't.
Hot things are hot, sharp things are sharp.
That was it, yeah. Hot things burn, sharp things cut, yeah. Yeah, thank you. That's very cool. And so I should plug this in the wall somewhere so we know where they are.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Scissors, I feel like I have 2 drawers full of scissors and a jar of scissors because I just don't like not having them. And if they don't cut it, give me a pair that do.
I've got, I don't know how many sets of hobby knives. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
And then I'm obsessive. I'm buying rulers like, oh, this one's slightly different. This one has 1/10 of an inch, which is actually rare for all of you people in the metric world who's like, yeah, that's what it should have. No.
I have my favorite ruler I break a lot, so I keep having to rebuy over and over again.
Oh, okay.
It's fragile. It doesn't like to be left in the car. It likes to be bent, but then I bend it too much and it snaps. It happens, and yeah, it's just the clear ruler. So, but I always
the clear with the grid on it.
Yeah. I was very annoyed when you did that.
Yes. Now I've got 2 of those.
But they're the best, aren't they?
They're great.
But yeah, I go through those pretty quickly because they are fragile.
They are fragile.
They're fragile, but they're great little tool. I use the bits and pieces.
Dan Does Junk says, I've burnt myself with a heat gun on my arm once. Okay, twice on the exact same spot.
The worst burn I ever had was from an iron, and it was like all from here to here. And the iron had been off for 15 minutes. It was really good iron. It was like Rowenta, like heavy duty. Got really hot real fast.
Right.
Did not cool off. It had been off for a while. I didn't even think about it. I just reached past it and burnt the whole piece of my arm. Yeah. It was this big. It was lovely. Burns they happen, and then yeah.
I don't remember how bad it was because I was a young child, but I remember being excited that Dad came home riding his bike, slipped on a puddle next to it. My bare leg hit the carburetor. I had like a bear claw on the side of my leg for a while. Yeah, that's all I remember. I remember the story. I remember the bike. I remember the bike leaning up against the house, and I remember the story. I don't remember the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happened in my childhood. I remember stitches.
Yeah.
I remember being at the doctor's. I don't really remember the painful part, thank goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember cutting my foot. I remember Mom taking me to the hospital. I remember the dog, doctor. The dog. I had a dog doctor. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah, picking at things. Like, no, that's connected. And then, getting sewn up.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the doctors. I remember them having the little thing. Yeah, none of it, but I don't remember it. Thank goodness, right?
Right?
I'm really good at blocking that out, apparently.
Chris Young is asking, why is she wearing a mask? Introvert? Yes, Shock Gremlin is an introvert, and they prefer to remain anonymous. Consider them like the Stig from Top Gun. Or Top Gear. Top Gear.
Okay.
Hi, I'm still tired.
It's okay. We have a little gremlin running around the shop that knows what they're doing, that's highly capable, and then just like does magic all the time. But you never really quite see them. They're just there.
Yeah, they're just there.
Yeah,
So, everyone,
see them,
say hello to Shop Gremlin. Shop Gremlin, this is everyone.
Yes. So.
King Nation 86 says, I love making stuff out of nothing into something. You're the best teacher to learn, and thank you for everything. Wow, thank you very much.
My kind of crafter.
Yeah,
Maker's
thank you,
gonna
King
make.
Nation. Yes. Steve D says there's 2 of them watching today, as I am with my girlfriend Julie, who is looking after me after my surgery.
Well, that's a good girlfriend. Hi, Julie.
Hello, Julie. Thank you for taking care of him. Can't wait to see the Ryobi goodies.
I know, me neither.
We probably should break out the Proton Packs or something a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Can we just BS our way through this for 45 minutes? Yes. Of course, Ralph Morick perched himself on plus 1,000 degree molten brass.
But doesn't he make some awesome things?
He does. He makes awesome things.
Was there, like, is it just surface burns, or did you, like, lose a finger? Because I feel like you'd lose limbs with
right.
that heat,
you get this drip on your arm.
You can't sew through your fingers, so I can imagine. Anyway, sorry. We're getting a little... we're live.
Hi.
I'll hail the algorithm.
We're totally not talking about self-mutilation. No, Ralph does a lot of recycling, metal reclamation. So he's gone through and collected. Yeah, it's very cool. And it's neat. He's done some. I'm trying to remember now, Ralph. You're telling me about it. You had interest in doing it. No, you were watching a how-to knife video, and then you got interested in collecting your own metals to make your own knife, and then you started collecting all these other precious and various metals, and the knife never happened. Am I remembering that right? And Chris Young comes back saying, "Hello, Gremlin, you're awesome."
Yes.
So the same guy who asked before. Of course, I'm assuming Chris is male. I apologize, Chris, if this isn't a male Chris. Eat some more Odin, feed the brain. That's my mod, trying to make sure my brain is working. Austin Lips says, "Hey, Felicia and Odin, thanks for saying my name."
Hello, Austin.
Hi, my name. No, hi, Austin Lips.
Yeah.
Cool. Marvel Guy is working his way through all of the James Bond movies. So watched Dr. No and Russia from Love, and working his way through them all. The one thing about all the James Bond movies, okay, well, obviously I don't like the gadgets, I don't like Q, but one of the things I really like about with all the James Bond movies are the intros, the cold opens, the stuff that happens before the song.
That is really, it's like
yeah,
they have some fun intros, don't they?
They do. I used to have most of the movies on DVD, and I remember one night I sat down and that's just all I watched. I watched it, okay, eject, next.
That was my little sister with George of the Jungle. She just wanted to watch the intro over and over again.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the cartoon of little George. Anyway.
It's the cartoon of George. Well, George of the Jungle was like a 60s cartoon from the people who did.
I know, but it was the, what's his face?
It was the
Brendan Fraser one.
Yeah.
But she loved the movie, but she just wanted to watch the intro over and over and over again as a little kid.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right? You don't have to sit through the whole sometimes. You know what I mean? Toby found Bruno's cookie.
Ralph Mark says, "That is somewhat accurate, Odin Makes. Good memory."
Feel a little called out.
Not calling him out.
No, I know. That knife that never happened.
The knife never happened. I totally get it. Yeah, I started making props because I wanted to make like the monster, the creature from the crate from Creepshow. Yeah, that never happened. Okay, good. Here's a question we can both answer.
Okay, what's the question?
Oculus Orbis says, "Odin, can I ask you, how do you create a pattern for something out of nothing? Like, did you pull a duct tape pattern shape off of something?"
Okay.
So we got 2 different people who are good at making patterns, in two different
mediums.
And two
Technically,
different techniques.
the technique you use a lot is called draping, which is the duct tape patterns.
Right.
That's where you kind of take the three-dimensional shape and then you flatten it out with the cutting along your style lines.
Okay.
So that you can then turn it into a flat object that then can be 3D again.
Okay. Right. So one of the things I want to do in the new year is make a duct tape dummy. And I would like to use that to make a pattern off of it. So, yeah, we would end up covering a thing, like a head cast with duct tape. I usually use aluminum foil. And, yeah, she was saying draw your lines on it. So draw where all the seam lines want to go. That's kind of experience figuring that out if you don't just know. Or you can kind of look at clothes and get an idea of where seams need to go. So you just draw out where all of your lines need to be. And then you cut it all out. And then if you can spread it out and lay it down flat on the table, you might have to adjust it till it lays flat. Then you can cut out a flat foam, and then that you glue back together and you get your shape back. Sorry.
No,
which is what you said, but yeah.
So your technique is technically a draping technique.
Okay.
Where you figure out your pattern on a three-dimensional object.
Yes. Works well for my head.
Yes, and it is one of my favorite ways to work too, and I do that a lot. But I also do flat patterning. That's where you take the numbers and you turn those numbers into a three-dimensional object.
Well, that blows my mind.
It seems like it's really complicated, but the numbers always... Sorry, there's a Toby there. Oh, are you okay, Chef? Okay. Anyways, so once you start measuring things, you get the same numbers over and over again. You know, like...
Fair enough. Humans are a general.
Yeah, and you have the same points. Like, your shoulder to shoulder is not going to be the same for everybody, and that's probably where you're going to have the most fit issues buying things off the rack, is if you have a very wide shoulder or a very narrow shoulder in the comparison to the rest of your shape. You probably feel it in your shoulders first. Okay. So, and then you have your circumference measurements, and then those all divide evenly. Anyways, so if you're like trying to make a pattern for your top, you can divide it into quarters. So you have your front left side or front right side, and you take that whole measurement, divide it into quarters. Mm-hmm. But you're bigger in the front half of your body than your second half, and so it's a lot of mathing and understanding the numbers to turn them into a three-dimensional object. But it's replicatable easily for me. It is really complicated, and I have a degree in this, and it's not easy to tell you guys in 10 seconds. But it does make sense. Like, flat patterning is possible.
Totally. No, is that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how I go about doing a lot of my patterning, is I start with a flat pattern and think about how it's going to turn into a three-dimensional shape, whether it's going to be a curved or flat or, you know, whether it's something you're going to wear. Right. Or a prop that's to this, you know, scale.
And she's done number flat patterning off of me a couple of times. Actually, part of Mechagodzilla was built that way.
Yeah. The top, yeah. Yeah. And his Mecha Diapers. Yes. But yeah, 'cause sometimes it's easier to work with a body, and sometimes it's just easier to work with numbers. There's a million ways to do it wrong.
There is.
Yeah.
And watch our channels and we'll show you a bunch of them.
Right?
How to do it wrong. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, patterning is one of my favorite things to do. It really, really is. I don't like using package patterns. I love looking at the designs. I love looking at the styles. I love looking through the catalogs. But I don't like using the patterns because they have way more seam allowance than I want, and then by the time I figure everything out, moving things around so then it's my shape. Right. I might as well have just done it myself. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I know enough to know what they're trying to accomplish. Right. So, but yeah, they're hard. Patterns are hard. Patterns are hard, yeah. Patterns are hard, but they're not. Okay. But yes, I think the easiest way to do it without really knowing what you're doing is to do the draping technique. Put some aluminum foil, plastic wrap it up, tape it down, you know, draw your lines on, cut it apart, and flatten it out, and trace around those, add seam allowance.
Yes. if you want to see a really good video, one of the ones I watched on how to figure out this drape patterning, although it's not called that. It's good to me because I liked it, and I like the guy. You know who I'm going to talk about? Yeah, of course, Evil Ted. He's got a video where he made the. There's the robot villain from the Scooby-Doo cartoons. He made himself a cosplay of that for Dragon Con like 4 years ago, and he took some styrofoam and did just half of the basic robot head shape. Right, he got the basic shape he needed. Put his aluminum foil and duct tape on it, then cut it all out, and then he was able to use the pattern twice to get the left and the right side because it's symmetrical down the front of the face. Anyway, it's a really good video. He doesn't go into details on how to build the helmet. It's all about the pattern, and it was really very cool.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, honestly.
Yeah.
That's where you spend, like, where I spend my money sometimes. It's like, that's why I like the Ghostbusters pack. We're using...
oh, yeah. Chris,
Lost Wax Oz.
Yeah.
I'm like, Wizard of Oz, not Wizard of Oz. Lost Wax Oz.
No, Oz has an Australian, but he spelled it like Wizard of Oz. Yeah.
That's okay. She tried to go to Australia once and ended up in Oz, so it's close enough.
Close enough.
As far as I'm concerned. But Lost Wax Oz
Given the chance, I would totally go to Australia.
Right. I'd rather go to Oz. I'm going crazy anyways. But he did all the hard work of the patterning. He figured it all out. That's the hardest part of a project for me is the patterning. It's my favorite part.
Right.
But I can appreciate when I know it's going to fit. It's a puzzle. I just have to cut it out. And it's going to fit together. As opposed to think about what puzzle needs to be built to then fit together.
Mm-hmm. And it's also really hard to talk and answer questions and interact with you guys, which is like the best part of doing a live stream. While trying to figure something like that out because my brain can't do both.
You really can't. I
really
can't
can't
ask you questions when you're...
Yeah.
I see it because I'm like, you were working on it and now you're not. You cannot think it.
Nope. I've got an incredibly visual mental process. And some of that is also based off of tactile a little bit. So I'm holding on to something and I can kind of see what I'm feeling and I can kind of see how I need to change things. None of that has anything to do with language. And so I got to turn that off so I can use language.
Yeah.
Best way I can describe it.
Yeah.
Hey, King Nation wants to know what your channel is, Felicia.
Oh, I have a channel. It's called Behind the Scenes Fashions. It's the yellow dot that says Behind the Scenes Fashions. I've been doing some live streams lately. I started out with sharing things that I was working on for Halloween. And now I'm working on Christmas projects. But Christmas is almost here. So I was thinking about either doing that Ty Lee costume before the thing. I haven't decided on that one 100% because I may just do that without people watching because I can finish it, like get it done in a day. But if people are watching, it'll
take a little longer. Yes.
Yeah.
Like a whole year. No.
No, I know.
Not that long.
But I was thinking of that or doing like a dress or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought it out. I'm just kind of sharing my projects with you guys as I work on them. And yeah, as I can because I do work on projects that I'm not allowed to share with people.
Dan Does Junk, if you can, grab a link to Felicia's channel and drop it into the chat, because I think the link that I've got in the description is still wrong.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. I just made Wednesday Addams cuffs and collars at the last live stream. Right. And so I, from start to finish, made a collar and a cuff with cufflink.
Okay.
Button cufflink. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I may do that for one of the days at...
you may do Wednesday for one of the days. It's that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just because I like her outfit, and you can just stand there all by yourself and glower at people, and
right.
You know, you're in character.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'd be a fun one to be in a crowd. And
you should talk to your brother Matt about being Thing. You just get him a green morph suit, and then just his hand, right?
He's been the hand before. Remember the TV head? Remember the TV head you built? Okay, so a project I was worked on, I was told 80 studio apartment that's possessed and is messy, but it's all blue, but when you beat it with a bat, turns to bright colors. Odin made a TV head guy to live in this place.
Right.
And my little brother was his hand.
Oh, interesting.
When he has
when it has to stretch out? Okay.
Yeah. So he's been the hand a few times.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I was like, interesting. Of all people.
I can't remember the name of the song, but the band was called Werewolf. It was a double V, I think, instead of a W.
Was it You'll Think Twice?
That might be it. You'll Think Twice. It's a yellow guy in a blue apartment. He's got a TV for his head, and when stuff breaks, it's magenta on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all, yeah.
From what I remember.
It's bright colors when he beats it with a bat, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Fun video.
And we chose the most sturdy of coffee tables, too.
Of course we did. Practically, when I made the head, it's got a bunch of LEDs in it, so it'd get a little bit of a glow, but in post they put television images on it, old cartoons.
Oh,
and
poor
things.
guy could not see a thing.
No, you can't see anything out of that thing. You have to look out the vents in the bottom.
Yeah, you think your cosplay's hard to see.
Bernie Davis says Felicia's stream was a late night stream. I know, I was there. I had fun chatting.
Do you guys prefer the nighttime or the daytime? Because I was doing Mondays at noon, but I did Wednesday evening, and I kind of like doing it at nighttime. But I don't know. I'm not doing it this Monday because I have a project that I'm working on, but...
King Nation says he just subscribed.
Oh, awesome.
Being asked if I ever got into 3D printing.
Yes, you did.
I did. Yeah, I got a love-hate relationship with 3D printing. So from my experience for 3D printing, I was trying to click edit. It didn't come up. Can I get that edit? There it is. I'm changing the URL, I hope. Paste.
I don't know. It looks right to me.
A lot of the printers I have didn't want to work. They weren't printing, they weren't sticking. I was getting layer separation. I was tripping over the heaters. No, that's actually what Felicia just did on the side. She's okay. Basically, I was getting more failures than successes. The printers would work really well out of the box. The first print was great, and it was downhill from there. And it's as much environmental as it is my skill. My shop is pretty cold. My shop is pretty dusty. 3D printers do not like the cold. They do not like the dust. I had noticed at one point when I was trying to print up in my office, I was printing out like this giant Captain Picard bust. It's on the channel somewhere from one of the Anycubic printers, I think. At one point, Lindsay came in and wanted to say hi, open up the door and talk to me for like 15 minutes. And I specifically looked to see where we were on the print. And when it was done, sure enough, there was a layer separation at Picard's eyebrow when she opened up the door. Because this blast of cold air came in. So we are currently working on, we as in myself and Shop Gremlin, Joe and I started a while ago building a room to get a little more climate control. There's the plan to expand that a little more next year, so hopefully we'll be able to do that soon, giving us a better climate controlled, moisture controlled, which we don't have right now, room for 3D printing. And what's really nice is Shop Gremlin is actually really good at it. So with the Prusa printer and with getting other things put together, I've seen Shop Gremlin has a near zero failure rate, whereas I have a near zero success rate. So I'm not super big into 3D printing. I love the idea. I'm way big into laser cutting because that way I'm cutting stuff out and gluing it together, and that's way more the way my brain works.
Yeah.
So yeah, not against it though.
I have never I have laser cut things. I have not 3D printed things yet.
Gotcha.
So I have not even played with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even,
Right. It's neat. When it works, it's really cool. I think part of my problem is I like making little things, right? And then when you get, that ends up making basically big layer lines. They're not. They're all the same size layer lines. But if you've got a small object,
but scale.
Yeah, and then how much putty am I supposed to put onto like a Warhammer miniature, and then sand it down? And when it's all just detail, but it's covered in layer lines, it doesn't work for my head.
No.
I'm much better
but
at
don't you melt
resin.
it? Does that the resin? You
Yeah.
can melt it. Okay.
Much better with a resin print. I've got one over here.
Yeah, I can see the difference. I like your resin prints much better than your. I can tell what your print things out of.
So just a little thing I was making for a local production. I haven't finished the project yet, but this is just a decorative piece that will go onto a staff. It's nothing specific. I made it up. But this is resin printed, and yeah.
It's not super liney. It's nice.
It's not super. No, it's not. They're there. You can see it, but the level that it's there doesn't bother me. But it's a lot of fun, like on Star Trek Discovery, when you see the simplistic hunter-gathering people on the ocean front, and you can see the layer lines in their bowls.
That's okay. I was watching a movie and the mermaid's magic scepter was one of those things that you put in, the glass bulbs that you put in to water your plants.
Oh, really?
That you get like at Home Depot, those glass blown bulbs.
Yeah, I know.
That was their magic wand. And I was like, hey, I know how they made that.
Wow, okay.
I thought it was cool. I was like, well, that's resourceful.
Chase Huskill popped in with a super chat and a question asking, what printer are you using and with what slicer? Those are very good questions and both are important. Oh yeah, she doesn't have any input. What printer?
I didn't 3D print it.
The resin printer that I'm using is the Anycubic Mono. It's the first version that has a 2K screen. They're currently up to like a 6K screen. And it's a pretty good sized print bed. It's like postcard size. A lot of the 3D printers are still closer to Pokemon card size. This is more like a postcard. And I'm really happy. It's also temperature sensitive. If the room isn't like 70 degrees or 70 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, it has a conniption fit and will delaminate from the print bed. But if it's warm, it have a very low failure rate. And part of that also is the slicer. I'm using a secondary slicer called Lychee. Anycubic had its own slicer based off of Cura, and that was not working for me. But the Lychee slicer, I've gotten better detail and fewer failures, which is weird to think that the slicer matters, but apparently it does. So Lychee slicer, it's free with ads, and then the Anycubic Photon. That's what I'm using. We're looking at possibly moving to a Prusa, which they cost a little more, but the one Prusa slicer does a lot. It's actually a very robust slicer, and the same slicer for the FDM printer will also do the SLS printer, so this filament printer and resin printer. Let's keep tongues out of the cream cheese.
Oh yeah.
Getting asked if I'd like to make Kratos' new spear. I would love to. I've been looking at the I've been looking at Mjolnir for a while, and then I wasn't in a position to be able to get videos made, and the dang game came out. The new Dofnir spear also looks very cool. I love God of War. I love the look of it. I haven't played it, but that's just because I haven't bothered to play it. But I've watched videos on YouTube. I really enjoy it. I'm totally down to make the Mjolnir and Dafnir, or however you want to pronounce it. I just haven't yet, and it probably won't happen anytime soon. Sorry. Ralph Mork says, I thought you had the Mono X, which is 4K. I should have had the first Mono X, which I thought was only slightly better than HD. Maybe it is 4K. I had the very first release Mono X. In fact, the cover to mine is bent and glued acrylic, whereas now they're all injection molded. So mine's old enough that it was still being hand built.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dan Does Junk says, I'm surprised my 3D print success rate even exists.
It really depends on the atmosphere.
Yeah. So Schultz Division is saying something that is actually very cool that we saw at Silicon. Now I can't remember who was the artist that was doing it, but she was fun to talk to. 3D printing something onto a textile and then sewing it into an outfit.
Oh, yeah.
So what she was doing was patterning out where the line, because you have to know where your princess seams and things, where it's going to have to fold. And then basically making little strips. And what she would do is start printing the strips and do 2 or 3 layers on the build plate, tape tulle over it, and then continue printing. So
okay, that makes a lot of sense because tull's a nice open net.
Yeah.
And it works as a fabric, and okay.
Right, and it embedded into it, and then she was able to put that onto her jacket and such. And some of it was had an iridescent coating on it, which with all the little facets worked really well. And then also she did some that were like bear claws and things that came off the side, or little spikes and such.
I love it. It's totally based off of the appliques.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, because you embroider the tool with the designs, so it's just printing them.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Actually, that's really exciting to play with.
Yeah, what she was doing was really, and she was doing some out of a clear filament and then backfilled them with programmable LEDs. So now the spikes and the porcupine squirrels,
in the future.
and it's all just different colors. Yeah.
I want to wear all of it.
Yeah.
All of it. Yes, I need to be able to push a button and change the color of my outfit.
That would be nice.
In the future, I expect these things now. No.
Total Recall, the movie in the 80s, told me that I could sit at a desk with my manicure application and touch my fingertips and my nails would change color. Where's that? The receptionist in the Total Recall office was bip, 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 and they all went to this dark blue or whatever color it was from her French.
I think the closest we have is the heat change.
Yeah, the heat changing. All right. Oh, the 3D textile woman was on an Avid Savage last week. Sweet! Definitely go check her out then. If she's untested, go check her out, because even if you're only seeing her on the video, trust me, in person, she is fun to talk to. She's a cool person.
Yeah. I want to ask her a million questions.
Yeah. Chase says, I have a Prusa, and yeah, I can confirm they exceed expectations. Oh, Schultz has tinted windows with electronic control. So it's the transparent LCD. You give it power and it goes foggy or whatever. I remember seeing those like prototypes in the 80s on a Richard Attenborough documentary. That's kind of cool that they're actually.
What are?
So it's a you get your window, and then it basically has the way Richard Attenborough described it, has like an LCD panel. Effectively, right? And so when you apply power to it, it goes frosted.
Okay.
So now you can't see in, but ambient light can still come through.
Okay.
And then you turn
Is that
power
how they
off,
do
and
the
it goes.
fancy toilets that go frosted when you close the door?
Yes, I was thinking the bowl when you're starting to ask about fancy toilets. Probably it is. Yes.
I don't know. I feel like that's a plot of a sitcom where they have those cool doors, but then the people think they closed the door and then they didn't, and it's funny and.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh, what was it? Can't remember which country it was in, but there was a public toilet they set up on the street that you totally had privacy. You couldn't see in, but when you went in and shut the door, there were cameras all the way around, so you could see the street from within the toilet. Yeah, but the outside world couldn't see it. Oh, he says exactly that. Sweet. Thank you, Schultz. Anyway, I haven't said this last week. What, did I miss anything else? Green Lantern's ring. I could 3D print a Green Lantern's ring, Green Lantern's corpse ring. There's Adventures of Alex Stoner is asking, but that's something that's a little. I mean, the only way I can make it is the way you make rings, which is sculpt it out of wax and do a lost wax casting or something similar. I just 3D print it, you know. Or I'd go to a comic shop and get the little plastic ones they just made a couple years ago. You could probably still find them. Wolverine Scratch says, last stream before Christmas. Yes, we will not be streaming next week. So this is the last stream before Christmas.
We won't see you guys till next year.
Yep, we won't see you again. Well, when's New Year's Eve? Is that Sunday?
Oh yeah, wait, I don't know. Let me look at a calendar because we're live. It's okay.
We can totally look at a calendar. So we're not going to be streaming next week, which is Christmas. But we do, as far as I know, we're planning on trying to stream the week after, which is January 1st.
So that will be New Year's Day.
That will be New Year's Day. So yes,
we won't
please
see you guys till next year.
Kick off your new year watching us getting covered in EVA foam and drinking tea with foam floating in it. Well, she'll have coffee, and that's what we'll be doing for New Year's. And I hope that you guys don't have a problem doing that with us.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the last one of the year.
Yes, we're not going to get any progress done.
I don't think we're going to get any progress done.
No progress done.
I'm sorry.
It is okay, but mental health is important, and we are here.
Yes. I'm getting behind me. No, okay. Yay! We get the New Year's Hangover stream. Okay, so Ad Vixen Hangover stream. I don't know if you've noticed. I know most of you who aren't on the Discord haven't noticed. Shop Gremlin and I have been copying Nerdcubed and Ashen's Advent calendar thing that they do, where opening up take 2 different advent calendars. Both of us open up a day on the day, and then compare what toy comes out of it. And then whoever loses the competition of the better toy, gets to open up the punishment calendar and whatever's in that, which happens to be some really cheap and nasty tea from Cost Plus. my voice is going.
That must have been some crappy tea.
Yeah, it was. So, what we've been doing recently, let's see,
Camera 4?
Camera 4,
yeah,
camera 2. There we are. That's fine. So I've been opening up the Star Wars Advent Calendar. So here's your Vacation Vader with swimming flippers and a bucket with sand, which didn't come with. Chop Gremlin added that, and a shovel, because Vader is totally the type of guy that for a vacation he's going to go to the beach and play in the sand. That is 100% on point for his character.
He loves sand so much.
He loves sand so much. Yeah, it doesn't get anywhere. It isn't irritating.
He's not electronic.
He's not electronic at all. Yeah, I would want to wear an electronic wetsuit to the beach and build a sandcastle. That's exactly what the Advent Calendar is saying. And I know you can't quite see it, but he's wearing a tank top that's got a design on it. It is totally the beach of Scarif. That's maybe you're saying that right. It's the beach planet from Rogue One. That's the tank top he's wearing. So apparently he vacations on what's left of Scarif.
That is a cool Advent calendar. This guy won, right?
Yeah, this guy won. And then Chop Gremlin's opening up the city calendar, which I just broke.
Ooh, I'm telling.
Oh, don't tell. Chop Gremlin will totally kick my ass and not talk to me. Wait a minute. Honestly, Chop Gremlin can talk, just doesn't want to on camera. So the city calendar is because Lego's got a theme called City. And so it's all sorts of things that fit within Lego's City theme. This happens to be a very small little toy train that has minor articulation, so it can turn around a corner. It can also go up and down a ramp. And this is a miniature version based off of one of the new commuter train sets that Lego's making.
Oh.
And the reason that this particular piece was brought down is because in real life, Shop Gremlin makes parts that makes trains go. So we'll be a couple hours after the stream today on Discord in the new Lego room. We're going to... Did someone post that? No, we're just telling me to go back. We're going to be opening up day 18 and seeing who has the better Advent toy. And the punishment is this nasty tea.
Keep saying that. Is it not bad?
It is. We started putting alcohol into the tea, which actually helped it a little bit. So I put rum into mine last night. It's like, oh, this isn't so bad. And it wasn't a lot of rum. It was like what tiny little bit was in the bottom of the bottle that I've been using as a doorstop, right? It's like, a few drops came out, great, and it improved the tea. Basically, I had grog.
Is that a hot toddy or something like that?
Yeah, it could be hot toddy, but what was it? The British sailors would have, because water was really hard to keep fresh long term on an ocean voyage. So they would mix rum in with their water so they wouldn't dehydrate, and then they would add lime juice to it so they wouldn't get scurvy.
Yeah.
And that was grog. And to my understanding, the British Navy served grog to its sailors until the late 70s. It was just tradition, and that's what they got. They got their daily ration.
Interesting.
Don't
want to get scurvy.
Don't want to get scurvy. So
I broke it.
You broke it.
I
You
haven't
can't get
got
it
back together.
you pop
and
the...
I get it back together, and then I look up and it breaks again.
Okay.
So
little Lego bucket and the handle that goes in the bucket, they're really finicky. It works, but it's really finicky.
I am putting it down.
Okay.
It is
you got
together.
It? All right.
I didn't break it.
He's over there. What's really fun for the minifigures with the Star Wars Advent Calendar, we're going back to this. They're the newer style of figures. So the Vader actually has the new helmet that comes apart, and he still has his chest, his
bottom
piece, his chin strap piece. And I know it's... I have my glasses on. This is in focus, right?
That's better.
That's better?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, guys. So he's got print on both sides of his head. Both sides of his head. He's got his scars in the back. And yeah, I just really like the fact that it is the newer style. I don't know if I have one of these anywhere else where it comes apart the way it did in The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah.
That is so cool.
And Jedi. And then the other thing that I thought was really interesting was I got a snowtrooper, right? And then we're looking up like on the Brothers Brick. They didn't talk about this. And I guess it isn't that important and it shouldn't be a big deal. But the fact that they made a snowtrooper who's inclusive, and if you look real closely, has eyebrows and eyelashes. She's a snowtrooper.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is like, way to go, Lego. That's really, really cool. The snowtroopers are wearing gloves. That's why the hands don't match. But, because you don't want to have your hands on an icy planet exposed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought that was really neat. I'm old enough that, yeah.
It feels good to live in the future.
It feels really good to live in the future. I don't miss the old enough stuff. It feels really good to live in the future. Very happy about that. Advixen says Lego Advent calendars are $25 to $40. Not bad at all. No, it's not. And we're gonna probably do it again next year. And yeah,
it's been very fun watching you guys battle it out. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, cool! I'm glad you've been looking.
Yeah.
Being asked if I can make the Flash's helmet by Alex Stoner. Dan Does Junk says it's all nasty. Dan Does Junk says he might stream after Christmas because he'll be doing his Death Scythe Gundam cosplay reveal.
Oh, okay.
Which he's trying to get done for
Sac Anime.
Sac Anime, which I'm excited to see. Yeah. A bit blurry. Sorry, Dan. Sorry, guys. See, I wear glasses because I'm nearsighted, but the glasses I have don't let me see up close. So on camera, I take my glasses off because then I can see what I'm crafting with. Also, sometimes it causes reflections. So then I can see what I'm crafting with because it's too close. But that also means I can't see the screen. And I can't, that's too far away. It's out of focus to me all the time. King Nation 86 is here. Mad Max is talking to other people. Anyway. Advixen. Oh, really? I didn't notice that. Apparently, the Snowtrooper came out. So there's a graphic on the Advent calendar, and you pop into the doors, and you're breaking parts of the drawing. There's an ad on the calendar, which makes sense because in the movies we mostly see them on a snow planet.
Is that the thing that they get warm in?
That's I guess they get warm in.
They cut them open and curl up.
Oh, that's a tauntaun.
Tauntaun. Okay, that's why I was confirming because
Yes.
I was like, I think I'm picturing the wrong thing here.
Yeah, you know how warm the inside of a tauntaun is, right? Mm-hmm. It's lukewarm.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's the four-legged mechanical walkers.
Okay, there you go. So they're
all train armored transport. Yeah, so there's a drawing of one, and you pop the side open, and apparently that's where the Snowtrooper came out. I missed that detail.
Because you don't really think that they correlate, but that's cool.
No.
That they do.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Aussie Wrangler says, good day from Australia. Good morning to you, Australia. Thank you for watching. How's your Monday?
Welcome.
Nice dad joke. Thanks, Steve. Bernie Dave says, add our metal camels.
Metal camels. There you go.
So Marvel Guy is trying to ask me about my Thor Ragnarok helmet. Was there some kind of mechanism that I could have done to make the wings move at the same time? Yes. One of the things I was trying to do was basically a coat hanger. My thought was that if I had a coat hanger, I would need an inner helmet and then a path that was free. So if I had this bent coat hanger that went from one of the ears to the other, this is Thor's helmet. He's got these wings that move, right?
Okay, yeah.
And in the movie, he grabs one and does this, and they both move. Is it the one? Oh, it is.
So you
it's
wanted
back
to
there.
connect them together so that they moved at the same time.
I wanted to, but it was bulking it up too much, and it was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'll just make them independent. Could I? Yeah, I probably could if I fought with it longer.
Yeah, but in the amount of time to get a video finished, no.
Yeah.
But had you needed to, yes. It is possible, but it is not necessarily the most practical.
Right. I also wasn't quite able to get it to fold up into nothing and tuck away behind the shield like it does in the movie. Yeah, I know, I'm such a slacker.
No, you could have just done it out of foam, right?
Totally. I could have made it inflatable. So, who's asking? Andre is asking, how much rum is in your coffee?
No rum.
Not enough.
The rum?
Oh, cool. Re-entry is going to be going to SAC Anime as Optimus Prime.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we'll be upstairs in the cosplay area. I'm going to have a booth up there near the front doors to the main hall. So please walk on over and say hi. Felicia will be there one of the days or a couple of days.
Yeah, I actually have some open schedules. So.
Oh, sweet. All right. We are getting close to, 2 o'clock, because I haven't bothered to set my clock back yet, to 1 o'clock. I'm also hearing behind me. Do we, can support a dog. Do we want to bring the Proton Pack out at all? Just go, hey, here it is, and put it away? Nah. Want to just jump right to Ryobi?
Yeah, at this point, this isn't a Ghostbuster pack stream. Like, we have all the pieces up into, like, that point where they need to just be bells and whistled.
Kind
and
of, yeah.
painted. Like, we're kind of, like, at that really awkward stage. It's like so many things are done, but we can't do the next step until we've done this, this, and this, and we can't do the next step for that one until we've done this, this, and this.
I think Shock Grumman's having trouble to trip over Toby.
All right, here, Toby, come here. Here, Toby.
So I know the next big step we need to do for the Proton, for the Neutrona wands, are the grips. So we've got 4 sets of grips, because there's 2 that go in each wand. We glued them together at the end of the last stream. What we're going to need to do is grind them down to make them ergonomic, and then also hollow them out so they fit over PVC pipe. And then glue them together. So, quick poll for anyone watching. Who wants to listen to...
us grinding away at the foam.
Yeah, grinding away at the foam. Who wants to hear high-pitched rotary tool screaming for the better part of an hour on the next stream? Or should I sit down here with a bottle of rum and try and get it done beforehand?
Are you actually going to do that?
I'll try.
Are you committing yourself?
I will commit to doing that, yeah. Yes.
That's the question. It's
That's
like, are you willing to do that? Because otherwise, there's this like thing that they automatically get rid of some of the ambient noise, but it doesn't do enough.
Yeah, it doesn't quite do enough. Yes, I think I can commit to that, because if Shock Gremlin's got the time, I can come down and do that, and they can get all the wires soldered onto the LED readouts that go into the handle. Because each...
Did we not do that? Oh.
No, we haven't. Well, they're soldering.
Your favorite thing, right?
No, what we got... Oh, they're right here. That's the clock.
Because we soldered the switches to the wires, and then we put those in place, but we haven't done anything with the wires themselves yet that were sticking out.
Good. Right. So what I'm thinking about is, aside from the handles having to fit these pieces of PVC pipe, the oh, that's a little too tall now, isn't it? All right.
Over here.
This section up here, there's supposed to be a digital display like the old school graphic equalizer, just a bar graph that can move.
Where the lights go up and down. Yeah.
So we actually bought LED ones, but they are a series of LEDs.
Oh yeah, and we decided it's really boring watching us solder.
Yeah. So
even though I'm excited that I'm learning how to do it. Okay, people, I know it's boring to watch, but.
So you have the.
There we go. And
oh yeah. I was just thinking we'd bring this down here.
Show them that. There you go.
Then, so this is actually a series of LEDs, and I've got 4 of these, so we can put them together, and it becomes long enough. But each one has a positive and a negative that's going to need to be soldered. So that's a little too much to watch on stream.
Yeah, and we've decided that soldering is boring to watch. Apparently, AMSR stream is a go, so they're not opposed to the dremeling.
ASMR stream says that?
Advex inside ASMR stream. It's a go.
It's a go. Go ahead and do that, huh?
So, We've done the grinding on stream. I'm not opposed to that because I feel like that's one of the steps that gets glossed over a lot in crafting videos in general because of the sound.
Okay.
But that's the part where that goes from A to B. The magic happens. It's no longer a square thing now. It's
a round thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as somebody who is not necessarily skilled, but just not as practiced, hasn't done it as much, I get intimidated when it's time to do the dremeling because it's like, am I taking off too much or not enough? And where you're like, and then it's perfect. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay. You know what I mean?
All right.
So as somebody who's not as experienced in doing that, I don't mind struggling in front of people.
Next stream is going to be an ASMR stream where we're going to be going wee for a very long time. No, it's not that bad.
No, actually, and the Dremels that we have aren't that loud.
No, they're not.
I really like the ones that we have.
Yeah.
I know I don't use it enough, but I like the one that I have a lot. Reminds me of a 70s microphone. Yes,
it does. That one definitely does because it's got the metal handle. Totally reminds me of a 70s microphone.
Yeah, that one's my favorite to work with.
Chris Young says, you're kidding, right? Soldering is not boring. Excellent.
I enjoyed learning how to do it, and I like it, but we were told that it's very boring to watch. By multiple people.
Yes. Soldering is toxic because of the fumes, so mask up, yes. Or have a fume extractor.
Yeah, we have this thing here that sucks all the air.
Yep, we actually, so we do have, there are actually tools you can buy specifically made to draw the fumes away from your face. Okay. Yes. Dan Does Junk says, I'm really glad I didn't stream yesterday because I had lots of colorful language dealing with my cheap airbrushes.
It's called stress management. It's a proven method to help people handle more pain and difficult situations.
Colorful metaphors, yes.
So, it's okay. You stress manage the way you need to.
Yes.
And all hail the algorithm.
All hail the algorithm. So what I have in front of me is one of the link cases. So this is Ryobi's pack-out system. These things connect to each other. There's actually wall mount things to connect to them. Unannounced.
Keep this case brief.
We've kept this case brief. Kept the description of this case brief. Unannounced, Ryobi sent this to me last week. I think I got it like Wednesday, Tuesday, somewhere in there. Had no idea it was coming.
Yay, Christmas present!
Yay, Christmas present! Shop Gremlin peeked inside because they had picked it up and went, wait a minute, this isn't empty. And then saw that there were a number of little packages inside and then said, nope, you don't get to open this now. You get to open it on stream. And then also checked, I guess there's a card inside, and so apparently the card is okay to be looked at on stream. So what we got in here, actually, let me do this. Go back to that. And then we can do this.
Earthquake.
No, we're not there. Yeah, well, I guess we could go back to being...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right over your head. Perfect. I'm on TV.
Look, I'm a blockhead. Oh.
Alrighty. So there's that. And then there's that. And that goes up. So what we have inside that I've never seen. Presents. Lots. Oh, there's lots of little things in here.
That one has your name on it.
Has my name on it. So we've got. So the bin normally comes with the pack-out cases. And, of course, they've still got their pens, which are some of my favorite pens because they're oil-based, not alcohol-based. So these don't run with spray paint. And they sent some more... Bits! So I got some long diamond grip Phillip bits. And then I got a set of 5 of the smaller length still. That's very cool. Alrighty. This is neat because I've got 2 of these little ones.
Look at you could put those bits in this bit holder.
Yes, you can.
It can hold little bits.
It can hold little bits. Oh wow, there's all sorts of stuff going on in here. Oh wow.
Stickers.
Okay. Stickers. So we've got. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool. All right. So, am I anywhere near the right spot?
Camera 2 right there.
Okay.
Go that way slightly. There you go. Camera 2.
What we've got is a picture of the Ryobi team. These, so Sorry, let me just cut your head off.
I don't need that. I'm just a little attached to it.
Most of these people I actually saw at C2E2 last August, so this is really cool. Yeah, it's neat because, yeah, I know some of these people. Odin, wishing you and your family happy holidays. Thanks for all you did for Ryobi in 2022. Looking forward to more Odin and Ryobi content in 2023. From Kinsey and the Ryobi team.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Kinsey. Very excited about it. And we've got the gift of giving. Whoops. So it's a Ryobi sticker. There we are. So that one's a wreath. We have one here that's got the menorah and a dreidel on it. And then this one's Happy New Year, the new beginning. So it's got fireworks and the last 6 minutes of the year.
You were talking about covering your cases and stickers for cons.
So I was.
You got some stickers
I
for
got
your
stickers.
cases. You got stickers, cases.
I got Ryobi sticker for my Ryobi case. Oh, that's really cool.
There's a vacuum cleaner and a drill.
Oh, yeah?
See? Vacuum cleaner, a little drill.
Oh, okay.
Saw, a lawnmower. What's that? Is that the montage machine?
Yeah, I wish. I think it's a speaker.
Yeah, but it looks like them.
It does look like the montage machine is effectively a speaker.
I know.
There's the pack-out case. That's cool. Okay, so what's in the little boxes?
Get to open those up now.
And not hit you in the face.
I say go for the big one.
The big one first?
Well, it had your name on it.
Okay.
I know, we could build up to the excitement, or we could just open the big one.
It might be a Lego kit. Okay, it's probably not.
Well, this is a giant Lego.
Yeah, kind of,
kit.
yeah.
So.
Alrighty. Oops, 4. I'll get there eventually. Come on. Oh, it's one of those gifts. Wow, can't you open up a package on screen?
No, this is live.
No, that's it.
Anything that can go wrong does go wrong.
Whisked away. It's got tape on it? Yes, it does.
Look, I got you scissors. Oh, and you have a knife.
I got a branded knife. So I can cut things on brand and slip and cut myself. No.
Remember, sharp things are sharp.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Is that a tool belt or a bag?
This is a bag. So,
Heavy duty nylon.
heavy duty, 12-inch zipper knife, but
There's something in
There's
it.
more.
There's weight to it. What do you think it is before you open it? Guess.
Ryobi tools.
I know, but what kind?
Okay,
Mister, I'm good at guessing what things are.
screwdrivers.
Okay, let's see. You got a couple star ones, flatheads, and...
Oh, there are star ones.
Yeah.
There's Torx. Oh, wow. What size is this? Does that work? Oh, it's T15 and T10. Okay.
And then you got the tiny guys.
And the tiny guys. And they've all got like the hardened tips. That's cool.
And it's a little bag to keep them in. That's really convenient. I like that because I don't always like the click boxes where they all click into because they don't always put them back. But I will throw them in a bag.
Yeah, because a bag is easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
If it's easy to put it away, it gets put away. If it's too complicated to get put away, I don't put it away.
Right. That's very cool. Alrighty. I know we're still on camera 4 and you're not seeing us, even though I'm looking at the camera out of habit. Which one next?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh, okay. This one doesn't make noise.
It does.
Okay, it does. Thank you. Thank you. Donuts! All right.
What do you think it is? Cookie cutters.
Cookie cutters. Can't quite feel this one as well. There it goes.
What do you think it is?
So it sounds like it's got a loose part to it, like it's got a knob that can tighten down, right? But And what's going to fit in the box? What's cool is they're taking it out of the package, right?
A pencil sharpener?
Like an old pencil sharpener? Okay.
I don't know, I'm just making sure.
It's the new Ryobi pencil sharpener.
Could even be a box.
It's a white box!
Tape measure?
No, I don't think it's a tape measure. I'm trying to think I'm not sure. No?
You have to open it up.
Good, open it up.
Didn't guess this one.
Does it mean I don't get to keep it? Oh. And that's why I didn't guess it. That's awesome.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Twist off.
So this is it's a Camelback brand, but this is Ryobi branded. You can put your soda can, and it fits in here. Just a regular 333 milliliter or 12 ounce ish can just fits in there. And
I thought it was for pencils.
it could be that. And so what I was hearing was the destructions running around inside. Yeah, there's no way I would have ever guessed this one. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, keeps your canned drink cool.
That's cool.
That's cool. It has a little rubberized end so that it fits around the can. That's cool. That's really cool.
The littlest one.
The littlest one?
Dense.
Alrighty. Is everyone okay with hands? Let's see. Can holder. Needs more duct tape. Ad Vixen says, tape measure, my guess. Let's see, what else we have here? Yeah. Okay.
This one's about the tape measure size.
This one's about tape measure size. This one's pretty heavy. And if it's a tape measure, it's a big tape measure.
I like the big ones. I don't like the little ones. Little ones just aren't big enough to do the job I need, usually. That a little measuring tape wouldn't just do.
This has definitely got tape measure
Vibes going.
because of size of package and weight and just kind of the way it feels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the consensus.
Tape measure! Ta-da! 25-foot tape measure.
Ooh, look it.
Oh, it's actually got the fractions written out.
Yeah.
Nice.
So when you're saying 5/8 of an inch, it's telling you it's 5/8 of an inch, and you're not having to do math.
Right, I have to do math anymore.
Even though you still technically have even more. 3/8, 5/8. Okay, so they have it in fourths, halves, and eighths. It's nice.
This is very nice.
They pre-mathed.
Thank you for pre-mathing. It's got a matte finish that doesn't glare back in your face.
And this is nice and wiggly.
Like it's supposed to be, yeah. I was trying to see if it was magnetic. It doesn't seem to be, which is fine. That's very cool. Thank you, Ryobi. All right, we got 2 more boxes. I appreciate that you're picking because it's like a kind of a weird way to sort of...
Yes, this one's lighter.
That one's lighter? Okay.
They're both pretty light.
Oh, that is really light. That's really light.
Sorry, Toby.
Got a bunch of string.
It's twine.
Twine! We got a bunch of twine.
It's string with a purpose. Or what was that weird movie with the rat and he's like the string factory?
Weird movie, The Rat in the String Factory.
It was like Mouse Hunt or something like that where the guy eats the mouse poop.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if I've seen Mouse Hunt.
Christopher Walker, he eats the mouse poop.
Walken?
Walken, yeah. Christopher Walken. It's a weird movie, but...
I guess. Not Lloyd. In a comedy, it was Walken. Like, Walken does comedies. All right.
It was hilarious because it's the string. Anyways, there's a difference between string and twine, and that's maybe made me think about it. Mouse Hunt. Yes, Bernie Davis knew what I was talking about. Mouse Hunt is a real movie. You think it's going to be some of those?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
That's your guess?
Anyone else want to... Anyone else want to guess?
Let me see. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, we're getting a nod.
I'm not going to disagree. I can't think of anything better.
It's not! The Ryobi branded safety glasses, which is funny because I don't think I've seen these at Home Depot yet.
Really? I thought you had a pair that I
Yeah.
stole.
Oh, you did, because I took a bunch from C2E2 because I let them know I don't see these at. I'll wear your branded safety glasses if you give me some.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. All right, we have one thing left.
Oops.
You unwrapped it. No, it's fine. So what? I'm 2 for 2 so far, or we are 2 for 2. So we got screwdrivers and measuring tape.
But we missed.
Totally missed the can insulator and safety glasses.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that. Alrighty. Been having fun cutting first. So this is really cool. Ryobi, thank you so much for wrapping things up and breaking them down. This has got tissue around it.
I'm gonna guess a beanie.
Oh.
That's my guess.
Or that's gloves. A great guess.
Or gloves. I'm hoping for gloves.
Something soft? Okay. I'm not gonna. Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna tear the box. Nailed it.
Beanie!
It's a beanie. It's a Carhartt beanie.
Ooh, nice and warm.
Okay, that's cool.
It's a nice beanie.
It is a nice beanie.
Nailed it. Sorry.
Yes, you did nail it. It's actually very thick, too.
Uh-huh.
Of course it is. Carhartt. But, no, that's...
It's high quality, and you can tell.
It's high quality. One size knit cuffed beanie. I'm getting a Snow? Yeah. Hopefully it'll be good for the snow. There's a good possibility I'm going to be doing... they call it a snow survey. Hey, I got scissors. So as the snow falls in California, they go out to go see how much snow is on the ground. Basically, check your savings account balance for water. And I might get to be part of that. So
you're going to go to the cold?
I might get to go to the cold. I might get to wear snowshoes. I might get to breathe heavily and feel like I'm going to die at 6,000 feet.
Sounds snowboarding fun.
But thank you for a beanie that I can wear. That's because I didn't have one. I mean, I do. I got one from that was my dad's, but this one's warmer.
We got goodies.
This was actually really cool because this is... I would not have guessed this is what was in here.
But it's all the little things that you need. The screwdrivers.
The screwdrivers.
Little bits. The measuring tape. All the stuff that, like, when I'm redecorating and moving things around.
Right?
So you can keep your beverage hot.
You could also keep your beverage
If
hot.
you're going to the cold.
Yes, you could.
Yes.
As long as you've got a hot can of something. Because I'm pretty sure this is made
for
to
a
fit
can, yeah.
A can,
it's not messed, yeah.
Which would be great on stream because I could put it in here and now I'm drinking Ryobi, whatever it is. And of course it's black, which is on brand. So that's cool.
I like the bag.
Yeah, the bag is cool. So you did steal glasses from me?
I did steal glasses from you at least once, I think.
Okay, that's good. Although it's not stealing when it's like, hey, do you need these? And I know Ryobi's...
When you say you can have one, it's not stealing.
Right.
Okay, I just say... Because people... Did you get that from Odin? Yeah, I stole it from Odin.
Yeah.
So...
There we go.
I call it thievery. It's just not that cool.
That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, Ryobi team, again, thank you very much. I know how much fun... hopefully it's fun for you guys to watch me open up something, because I had a lot of fun.
Sorry.
I had a lot of fun, and this is cool. So yeah, thank you very, very much. Legitimately, at the last SAC Academy, at the last con, I talked about how I want to get another one of these because I needed another additional pack-out piece. So, Ryobi, thank you for every piece of this. This is very, very cool.
It is going to get...
It is going to get used. It's going to go on the road in 2 weeks.
It needs to go inside, doesn't it?
Yeah, it would be best.
Yeah, might as well. Then it doesn't get lost.
Correct.
What is it? Put it away, don't put it down. Or put it away, don't put it down.
Yes.
Put it away, don't put it down. I've been trying to tell myself that mantra.
Recently, I heard something that is 100% me. You get a box full of just random things. Mm-hmm. It's called a doom box because it didn't organized, only moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, it's chilly in here.
It is chilly in here. So there were a couple of other things that happened recently that aren't quite the same as getting something in the mail, but Lee, Breathwaite, that's probably horribly something close. Geek Pride. So please check out the Geek Pride channel because I know he's still streaming and doing the occasional videos. He brought by a piece of traditional English Christmas cake.
The stuff that they sing about.
Probably the stuff they sing about. Now, this isn't mincemeat pie or anything like that. This is a dense cake that is fed liquor.
Okay.
So apparently he baked this in August? No, September? Okay. November, October, a little while ago. And then has been feeding it brandy, meaning pouring a shot of brandy or whatever on top of it. Off and on, letting it soak in, which the alcohol also acts as a preservative. So when he dropped this off, the complete cake he cooked, which I assume is about cake size, about 3/4 of a bottle of brandy got poured into this thing.
Oh, wow.
So he brought us a piece. You're welcome to pop the corner up and give that a sniff and see if you want any. Because guess what? It smells like brandy.
Oh, wow, it really does. I wonder why.
So, no, I have not had traditional English Christmas cake before. I'm very excited. Oh, wow, yeah. Very excited by that. I tore it.
Oops.
Oh, it's like all sorts of stuff going on in here.
Looks like raisins.
It's like raisins and nuts, and it was in the fork here. I'll use the fork that has touched the table.
Okay.
Want any cake with your brandy? Yeah, basically, this is thick brandy.
Oh, this is dense cake.
Yes, it is.
So this is break your fork?
This is not American cake, which is cool.
Right. I'm trying it. Reminds me of like a Cliff Bar.
I can get brandy Cliff Bars.
No, just the texture, just that dense, like, healthy bar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what the vibes I'm getting from it.
This is actually really good. And yeah, I can... Brandy for sure. Do not operate heavy machinery. No, that's good. Yeah, it's, I don't know if it has... Yeah, raisins definitely. I don't know if it has nuts or not, but I'm getting laughed at, so I guess I'm wrong. I don't know what the hell's in it, but apparently I'm wrong. It's really good. Is it fruit? Okay, it's fruit.
There's definitely dried fruit in there. I want to say pineapple, but...
Thank you very much, Lee. You dropped us off yesterday.
Thank you, Lee.
It was very, very good.
Yeah. I feel like I'm eating healthy cake. I know it's not. But it's totally giving me, like, health bar vibes.
Okay. See you next year, King Nation. Are you going to light it? Is that standard?
Are you supposed to light it? Because it's covered in alcohol and then it...
No, apparently not.
Okay, I was excited for fire. For 2 seconds there, people.
Dan Does Junk says, did Lee stuff a hot chip in it?
Oh, why though? That's not nice.
No, he did not. Well, Lee's the one that gave us all the hot sauces.
I know,
and everything.
but...
Yeah. But Lee, when I said, oh, hey, I got all of your stuff. Do you want this back? And he goes, nah, you can have that. So Lee also let me just go ahead and just keep all the hot stuff we got. The hot sauce, the 2 million cheese balls, the old hot ones, Pringles cans. Yeah.
I would use those in like some kind of makeshift self-defense Home Alone situation. I can imagine like throwing...
Oh, I thought I would just crumble it, put them on my tacos.
I'm like imagining like one of those airsoft guns that's shooting the little cheese balls.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like, those things are just not food.
They're kind of not. The texture's really weird. Even though they're new, they taste stale. I don't get it.
It's spicy.
Ralph Mark says, so I live in a doom apartment then. Didn't organize, only moved. Yeah.
I redecorate when I clean. I just change everything.
Oh, okay.
My house is constantly different.
Yeah, Steve D is asking about that too.
Oh, really?
With all the Ryobi stuff, are we going to reorganize the shop too?
You've been talking about that for a while.
I have.
Is it still in the cards, or is it kind of one of those things that's on the back burner?
It's still in the cards. It's just like getting weekly videos out. It just kind of hasn't happened. And there's one little piece that I wanted to get, basically drawer pulls, that just hasn't happened yet because just the stars haven't aligned.
Yeah. Getting going is the hardest part.
Yep. But and I'm glad we held off on it because, or I held off, because Shock Gremlin's given a hand on this. Because have realized that, oh no, it needs to expand beyond what my original thought was. So
really?
Yeah. So that still kind of wants to
big plans.
Bigger plans.
Oh, nice.
So, is it going to happen? Yeah. Is it going to happen this week? No.
This year? No.
This year? No. No. I'll count myself a success if I get one of the Clue scripts written this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. You still have that other giveaway too.
So that other giveaway, yes, which we still need to make sure that that's okay to do.
Yeah.
Muddy. Oh, Muddy. Hello, Muddy. Happy holidays. Hope you're doing well. I am doing well. How's it going? So the Oklahoma Con, which was the Oklahoma Creators Con, is going to be the Tennessee Creators Con next year. And it'll be happening, I think, late September. And as far as I know, Jeff still wants me to go out. So, yeah, that should be cool. I've never been to Tennessee.
Me neither.
I've driven through a corner of it, but I've never actually been there. Did we miss anything?
I haven't even done that, so.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, going to light it now. And Marvel Guy really thinks that the Nightingale armor looks a lot like Moon Knight.
Bernie Davis gets it.
And definitely is appreciating Shock Gremlin's mask. Bernie Davis gets it.
Use the cheese balls for
Nerf battle.
Yes!
Yes.
Bernie Davis gets it. Because, yeah, those things aren't food. Those are
no, they're
weapons.
Not.
Those are biological warfare.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there only one thing left?
One thing left?
I think there's only one thing left to open, right? Yeah. So, I've got a day job, which is great. Like my day job a lot. And I get to travel up and down the state of California during my day job. And this past week, I went up to Klamath, California, which is in the most northwestern county of the state. So basically, I'm at the very upper left corner, if you look at a map, right underneath Oregon. That's where the Klamath River is. On the way back down to Sacramento, which is a little high for center of California. Passed by the Bigfoot Sasquatch gift shop on 101 in the middle of the redwoods.
I've gone whitewater rafting up in there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like up at the Trinity River. Sasquatch country.
Sasquatch country.
Yeah.
So looking around in the gift shop with the person I went up with, and she points out they've got the Legend of Bigfoot Habanero Hot Sauce. Which I had, pretty much decided, yeah, I got to pick that up. So it's a nice little, handmade label, so on and so forth. On the side over here, it says 9,000 to 10,000 Scoville, so it is considered a hot sauce. I actually showed this to Lee.
100% natural.
100% natural. Showed it to Lee, and he goes, oh, yeah, 10,000, that's not that hot.
Oh.
And he said, but that's actually a good sauce.
Okay.
So this is still brand new. I haven't tried it yet because I was waiting for this. Not because I want to turn my stream into, hey, watch Odin eat hot stuff, but what's happening today?
You like hot stuff?
I like hot stuff. And the person I was doing the shoot with, she also liked hot stuff, which is why she pointed out the hot sauce, because we both joked about, yeah, I like hot sauce. I like hot fries. I like Takis. I like all the hot things. Just in case.
You were getting held the whole stream by the nice little shop gremlin and get put down and you just want to whine. spoiled.
Oh yeah, it's got a great smell. Because I know mustard is one of the ingredients. It's habanero peppers, vinegar, water, mustard, carrots.
Yeah, that actually does smell quite nice. No, I'm not going to use any on this stream because it's... But if we were having tacos, I would put a little on my taco.
Right. That's an idea. Maybe we'll do tacos later.
Tacos are good.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, it's straight up good.
Yeah, it smells like not sweet, but flavorful.
Yeah. It's hot. There it comes. It's getting better hot. It's definitely habanero. But it's good. I mean, it has a good flavor. Oh, that's cool. I am not upset with that.
Bigfoot makes some good hot sauce.
Legend of Bigfoot makes some good hot sauce. Yeah.
Is it legendary?
It is. Okay, maybe not. But you know what? For a gift shop, almost gag type of hot sauce, this is better than anything in that hot sauce of the world box.
I was going to say, it smells better than any of those, but those
Yeah.
all smelled like flavored Tabasco.
Mostly they did.
Smelled like that.
Yeah, no, this is...
But they all had almost the same ingredients, too.
Thank you. Which was really disappointing.
Well, it's a gift set.
It's
so
a gift set from a big box store, so yeah.
It's just the food coloring that they changed so that it's different colors.
Right. Put a different label on it. It's something else.
Yeah, white labeling. It happens. No.
Be sure to have ice cream ready. It's not that bad, Dan, actually. I think you'd really like this one.
Yeah, it's not like hurt yourself.
No, it's hot.
It's more...
I'm still getting a bit of a burn. It's not a bad burn, but I still feel it. And I feel it on, the sides of the tongue and whatnot. But I don't feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die. It's like, no, I'm totally going to put this on my burritos. Yeah.
Yeah.
A Baron VR is asking me if I can make Mjolnir from God of War. I want to. It's not going to happen immediately. Eventually.
Yeah.
Trust me, I've been looking at Mjolnir for a while, and I was waiting till the game came out, but then my life got kind of wonky, and I missed the game coming out. But I want to make it. I really, honestly want to make it. Bernie Davis says, Bigfoot hot sauce. Where's the Beefcoon hot sauce? Beefcoon is part raccoon and part beaver. I have never heard of Beefcoon or Beefcoon hot sauce.
I like raccoons.
Yeah, I like raccoons. I love the line in Alien Nation in the movie, where you've got the two cops. You got the human cop talking to the alien cop, and the aliens can only eat raw meat. They can't eat cooked food. And so the human says, oh, that's great. We're going to go talk to the suspect, and you've got beaver in your teeth. Yeah, anyway.
Okay. I was more thinking of Thor, where he just calls everyone rabbit.
Right, there's that, yeah. All right. Yep, the one chip challenge. Alrighty, well.
We are finishing up for the year.
I think we're finishing up for the year, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year.
It's been a crazy year.
Started out so hopeful.
Yes, we did. We started out so...
All the plans. All the things that were getting built and going to be built.
Right.
My life completely changed from the beginning of this year to this point.
I can say the same for me. My life has definitely gotten changed and very, very different from where I was in the beginning of the year. Yeah.
I think we kind of switched.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to take that whole employment thing away from you.
No, it's okay. I'm back to freelance.
All right.
But, yeah, things have changed. Things are not going to be the same next year.
No.
Even if we
not.
tried. We have to finish up the Proton Pack next year.
We got Proton Packs, and Neutrona wants to finish up. Yes, we'll get those finished up next year.
Next year, right?
Yep, next year. We stopped working on the pack because we want to get the Neutrona wands done to such a point that everything could be painted with
the same
stuff at the same time.
And the same colors. And...
Yeah, the creature cast, which is some stuff like Jerry sent to me, which was awesome, but yeah, we're just kind of behind in getting all that done. And now it's good and freaking cold, so let's shoot something that's water-based. It'll still work.
Yeah, we have time, and the project's literally in that weird spot of you kind of can't go forward until you've finished up the little things before you can move, because we can't do any of the steps till after we've at least put on the base coat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little more we need to...
We need to wire and rig things up, but I don't want to glue things together because watching his videos, he goes back in and cuts things open to get back to...
Right, okay.
And had he just left it open like we did, he wouldn't have had to go back in...
and done surgery.
Done surgery, yeah. So I'm not too trying to get it together as much as I want it painted.
Okay.
Because I think once it's... I want the bells and whistles in, but I want it painted first, and then we can close it all up.
Okay.
But
I'm for it.
Yeah, that's where my head is on the project because we're like, it's close.
It's close.
There's still some foam bits that need to get finished up, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's close. Because, we have a little bit more on the wand to go close that up, but we need to get it all
You get it all wired. And yeah, there's a little more wiring to go into it and maybe some of the... Yeah, because all the individual components are wired, but they're not connected in any way. Yeah,
and the little LED light needs to get soldered, and that's really boring to watch. So it's details of doing that little bit because we can't... Well, we can paint without having that in there, but you know what I mean. Like,
it'd be nice to have it in there, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some modifications going to need to be done for that to fit better, which is okay, because we can still cover it with a little frame to go over it. And so they change a little bit, whatever. Which is really funny for me because I'm really big on making sure, no, I want it right. And right now it's like, it's going to change a little bit, whatever.
I'm proud of you. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I'm always the one that's like, whatever, but I understand that you're like,
no.
No, it has to be exactly.
I want it to be as close as it can be. Yeah.
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 And I'm always like, it has a feeling of it.
Right.
Close enough. People know what I'm talking about.
I think it's probably really beneficial for me and my idea of this. The number of Ghostbusters I've seen running around with ghost packs that are made from like pelican cases and yogurt containers and it's all spray painted black. It's like, oh yeah, that works.
Yeah. Cake pans.
Cake
First
pans.
ones I made was with cake pans.
Okay.
To get the circle.
Yeah. This for the cyclotron?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of pans were in that build.
I bet. Baron Vieira is actually at Blade of Olympus with God of War 2. I was actually talking to somebody else about making that. I'm not sure where we're at on that project. Austin Lips says goodbye, Odin and Felicia, and I think that's probably about right. We probably should start working on that. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I know we got started late, so to make up for it, we're going to end early.
Yeah. And we made no progress on our project whatsoever.
But we touched one.
Did we?
Yeah, we brought one out to talk about the lights.
Okay, there you go.
We touched it.
So, we didn't do any progress on it, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But we're here.
Yeah.
We made it today.
We made it today. I want to thank everyone for joining us and for visiting with us, and I want to thank anyone in the future who's watching this. Yeah. Because
next year we're going to be back on
we're going to be back on task.
We'll make projects again, and keeping with the every other week for now.
Cool. And we got some good chat going on in the chat. Not necessarily to us, but Dan Does Junk's talking about his Death Size cosplay and using posture harness as a way of putting it all together on himself. Apparently, Yanela suggested that.
Something to click it to.
So Dan Does Junk is our current moderator on the stream. He's got a YouTube channel, DDJ, Dan Does Junk. He's actually doing a really heck of a job with getting his this large Gundam cosplay put together because the Death Scythe is a bit bigger than the RX-78, and it's Dan. The legs you've got are looking really good.
Have you practiced walking in them yet?
Oh, there's a great question.
Because I'm just looking at those stilts, going, "You're gonna be shuffling around."
Yep.
Because it's not like once you start messing with like the platform and then the shape on top of the platform, it is like learning to walk again. It is not the same concepts. You're just gonna be like, your knees aren't where they belong.
And the hard part is the mech has a knee joint, it has an ankle joint. But with your leg on a stilt, your ankle's still where your ankle is. It didn't suddenly move. So everything's very, very weird.
Yes.
But it's looking really good. I'm very excited by it. I've already tried the feet. They're weird because they're so long.
Imagine walking around in flippers.
Oh, I'll pass on that.
Platform flippers.
Platform flippers.
Platform flippers. So imagine, you know how you have to walk on the beach in giant flippers and it is just throws off your gait completely? Yep. Now let's add some 8 inches of foam to the base of those platform flippers.
Wow.
Good luck walking around.
He says he's going to practice walking in them after the stream today. Why don't you make a YouTube short of it? Just for yourself.
Just do it
practice
live.
Walking. Yeah.
We'll watch you. Come on, Dan.
You can do it, Dan. Okay. No pressure. We're just joking. And Ralph Morrick agrees that Dan does indeed do some amazing work. I know a lot of my viewers and a lot of my fans have their own channels. Ralph Morrick on occasion has put some videos out. Jerry Can Cosplay has got his own video channel. I know I play Among Us every Friday with like Strict Aphid, who's also got a YouTube channel here on YouTube. And someone else who's got one that I'm on screen with all the time.
Oh, I do.
Yes, Felicia has one.
I was trying to think of...
Who else do I know?
Well, you know, we have people who have like cool channels and stuff.
Right.
But yes, I have been doing my live stream trying to share my projects that I've been working on as I've been working on them. I just did Wednesday Addams Cuffs and Collars on my last live stream. That was fun. No, I don't have a set day or time that I'm doing them at. I was trying to do Monday afternoons, but this Monday's not going to happen.
Okay.
But
do you think you'll stream this week?
I probably will stream this week.
Awesome. So if any of you want to see more of Felicia this upcoming week, go to
Behind the Scenes Fashions on YouTube, and
so Behind the Scenes Fashions. That's got a round dot
yellow
for a logo.
Yeah. And if you put on your notifications, it'll let you know when I go live.
There you go.
So that's what I plan on going live this week. I don't have a set time yet, and it might actually be an evening stream again. So
okay.
We'll see.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you, Ryobi. I don't know.
Yes. Yay projects. Yay tools.
Yay
tools make the projects go so much easier.
Tyler Sansom has got something that we can talk a tiny bit about, asking about making the original Dragon Dagger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Ooh. We are planning on making, eventually, I know it's been a year, right? Planning on making more Mighty Morphin Power Rangers props. We've got a lot of the pieces put together for the Pink Ranger. Yeah. I want to make Rita's staff. We want to make more parts because I want to use that awesome intro again in a video.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Do you want to make all the pieces fit together?
No.
Okay, because I know you have the sword base.
I have the sword base.
So you can totally build it up to scale from there.
Okay, I probably could, but I didn't do anything to the sword to make it connect.
It's just the centerpiece. It doesn't actually have to.
Oh, really?
You have the centerpiece so that you can kind of build around it.
You might have to show me.
Okay. So it's not out of the...
It's even with what I built right now, it's not out of the realm of possibility?
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Because you set the scale.
Okay.
And then you just kind of base it off of that.
Okay, cool.
So it's not out of the realm of possibilities. It's just asking if you know.
Right. So Felicia and I are going to be back in 2 weeks on the first day of the year, right here on Sunday again to do another live stream. I'm going to be writing a new video, and that'll be coming out in the first part of next year. I don't expect it to be done sooner than that. It just doesn't feel like I'll get that done.
You just need to finish this year. You just need to be done.
There's the holidays next week, and it just doesn't feel like it's going to happen. Yeah. But there are more build videos coming. I'm going to have those coming out again. For all my members on Patreon who have stuck with me for these past couple of months while not a lot of videos have come out, thank you guys all very, very much. It is super appreciated. I'm still paying for the shop space, even though I'm not putting videos out. So your support is greatly appreciated.
You're keeping him through this tough time. It's really making a difference, and he appreciates it.
Definitely.
Sorry.
Definitely. No.
Words in your mouth.
That's fine. You said it better than I could. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm not sure.
You ready to say goodbye?
I think I'm ready to say goodbye.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us and always being here. We enjoy just chit-chatting with you and geeking out over tools and crafting and other geeky stuff.
Yes, other geeky stuff. We love talking about pattern making and how we go about making patterns.
Yeah, we like talking about all this kind of nerdy, weird movies and things that we like, and we like sharing that with you. So thank you for being engaged in the chat and being here.
Definitely.
Past, present, and future.
Right. And good morning once again to you, Australia.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you all very much. And I'm sure Shock Woman as well says thank you.
Yes.
There we go. we are. Yeah, thank you all.
Happy holidays. Enjoy the rest of the year. Yes. We will see you next year.
I'll see you next year. I should be able to be playing Among Us this Friday. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think I've got anything in the way of that. So if you want to play Among Us with me and a bunch of other people, check out patreon.com/Odin Makes. Join the Discord level. You'll get access to Discord, which will get you to the live streams early when we do it. And be able to play video games with me. Plus, you'll get a chance to talk to Felicia and Shop Gremlin and Joe whenever, because they're all in the Discord as well.
Yeah, and I share secret projects that I work on that I don't share on other social medias.
Yes, you did. And that was looking really good.
Yeah, that's just one of the projects, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, a whole other project. All right. Well, that one that we're not talking about but that was looking really good.
I can share after the holidays, but we just need to.
Right. Quiet. Nobody knows.
It's
a secret.
Yeah.
Got a Feliz Navidad from Ad Vixen.
Feliz Navidad.
Dan Does Junk says, see you on January 7th and 8th, which is SAC Anime.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you guys very much for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here we are. $2 a super